1963 was still a great time for light orchestral music, while the big bands of the 1940s explored a new musical genre. This was applying Latin American rhythms and colour to their music. Eric Jupp had been a musical arranger for several of the British big bands and was apparently unknown outside those circles. But he was well enough known to be invited by the Australian Broadcasting Corporation to move to Australia and form his own orchestra there. While he remained little known in the land of his birth, having just a few romantic vinyl albums released there, he became well known and loved in his adopted home, even having his own TV shows. Then, in 1963, his music erupted onto British airwaves with two series of his music. But not the romantic music of his LPs, but vibrant, colourful, toe-tapping, exuberant and sometimes melancholy music like no other. Around that time I had had the urge to build myself a tape recorder and, by good fortune, had completed it a few weeks before those Eric Jupp programs appeared. I had bought a BSR tape deck, like the restored one here, and built the valve circuits that were published by Mullard Limited, a British manufacturer of thermionic valves, or tubes. A year or two later, on leaving my parents' home, I sold the tape recorder, much to my regret, but I had kept the tapes, to my relief. The tapes now have a rich history, having survived many changes of home. During the course of those years I had transcribed the music to cassette, using a 1960s Ferrograph semi-professional tape recorder and a 1970s Technics cassette deck. Some years later, using a cassette to USB device, I digitized the music. It has remained on computer files and backed up ever since. Finally, I digitally cleaned them up in preparation for uploading to YouTube. As a taster, here are some of Eric Jupp's stunning intros.